Hey everybody, Maddox here, and welcome to another episode of the Poke Historian, the show where we take a look at some of your favorite Pokemon cards you know, and hopefully some you don't know. So at this point, we're about a year into the Scarlet and Violet generation of Pokemon cards. Sword and Shield has come and gone. Really great time. A lot of people truly enjoyed it. So I thought it'd be fun to take a look at the top 10 cards from my collection from the Sword and Shield block of all time for that set. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at number 10 here. We have the Umbreon Gold Star from the 25th anniversary set. This card is really cool because, as everyone knows, the original Umbreon Gold Star is super expensive, very hard to get a hold of. So when Pokemon announced that they were reprinting this card for the 25th anniversary set, I thought that was really cool and I knew I had to get my hands on it. So here it is. You got the Umbreon. He is the shining variant there. You can see he's got the blue stripes going on. He's looking pretty sassy there at that pose. So that's my number 10 pick. Number 9, another card from the 25th anniversary set. We got the Pikachu base set full art here. Now this card's really cool because it's a full art variant of the original Pikachu card from the base set of Pokemon cards. It's so cool to finally see this card be in full art format like that. You finally get to see more of what's going on in the picture here. If you look up there, you can see a Caterpie hanging out in the tree. You got what looks like a Parasect over there creeping in the background. So always a classic card when I was a kid, so to finally have this full art version of it is pretty special, at least to me. Number 8, we're jumping into the Amazing Rares, and we have the Rayquaza Amazing Rare from Vivid Voltage. I feel like the Amazing Rares still kind of slip under the radar. I know that there's a lot of them out there, but I mean, look at that pattern you got on the Rayquaza there. I mean, look at all those colors. It's like an explosion of paint all over. I always thought these cards are really cool, and I still think they're highly undervalued. Love all the sparkle to it, and Rayquaza is a pretty cool Pokemon. This is probably my favorite Rayquaza card from the Sword and Shield block. I know it's not a VMAX Alt Art or anything, but I don't know, I really like this one. So next up, number 7, we got the Dragapult VMAX promo card from the Shining Fates era of the cards. So Dragapult was probably my favorite new Pokemon from the Sword and Shield era, and it was cool to get a Shining variant card of him, full art like this. I really love the full art versions of these Shining Fates cards. I mean, the sparkles they have on the colors is really fantastic. I feel like they're very underrated. I know this is only a promo card and it's not very rare, but I just love the way it looks. It's got so much shine to it. A lot of the newer cards from Scarlet and Violet, I haven't seen a single card that has this kind of shine yet. So, coming in at number 6, we got another promo card, the Blastoise VMAX card. I think this one's really cool because Blastoise just looks decked out here with all those guns ablazing everywhere. He just looks souped up and real tough. And of course, this is the only version of the Blastoise VMAX in the promo form. You can't get it in any of the Sword and Shield sets. So it's cool to see a card that looks like this, and he just looks really powerful here. Then we got number 5. We're getting into a lot of my real favorites here. So, in my opinion, kind of the only real good card from Battle Styles, the Sleepy Tyranitar V. I love everything about this card. The story looks so funny. I'm not sure what's going on with the pig there in the background. He looks really nervous about Tyranitar eating all that food. Maybe he's worried he's going to wake up or something. And God, did he eat a lot of food. Look at all that. All those plates everywhere. He is just passed out. Anyways, you never see Tyranitar in a pose like this, so it's really funny to see him passed out sleeping like this. Definitely one of my favorite cards. Really getting up there now. We look at number 4, we have Glaceon VMAX from, of course, everyone's favorite set, Evolving Skies. This is actually probably my favorite VMAX Evolution card. The Moonbreon card's okay to me, but I kind of think this one's a lot cooler. I really like the shine on it, and there's just so much going on here. I mean, look at all the Pokemon. You got Pancham there hanging out, you got Pikachu, you got Azumarill, you got Marill, there's a Phoebus back there. Beautiful, looks like a kind of a fall scene going on there with all the trees changing colors. I just think this card looks fantastic, and any card with all the different Pokemon in it like this, oh, there's an Eevee too. Any card with all the different Pokemon like this is always pretty high on my list. Next up, we have a regular V card, believe it or not. It's Lugia V from Silver Tempest. This art was done by Mitsuhiro Arita, of course. You know, he's been in the game for a long time, since going back to base set. But I think this might be the best Lugia card ever made. I know it's just a regular V, but I mean, it is just fantastic looking. He just looks so menacing there coming out of the water. I mean, this is a powerful looking card. And to me, I think this is way better than the VMAX, or the V Alt Art. I love everything about how he looks here. Arita really just captured Lugia's essence here, and I think this will probably go down as one of the best Lugia cards of all time. And for me, it's my favorite of all time at the moment. Then number 2, we're switching over to Crown Zenith. We got the Sleepy Mew card. This card's really cool to me. I mean, I already mentioned how I like Pokemon cards with all the different Pokemon in them. This one's got a bunch of different ones. You got Cramorant, Rookidee, you got Ponyta, Skwovet, and you got the Cutieflies in the background. It's just interesting because, you know, Mew is this ultra powerful Pokemon. He always just flies around, doesn't really care about much, very carefree. And here he is just taking a nap after he ate some kind of fruit. And all the other Pokemon are just in awe that he's there, like sleeping, like, oh my God, like look at this god just sleeping here on the ground. Like, how is he so peaceful? He's so powerful. So I've always liked that about Mew and his character, you know, how playful and funny he is. And it's cool to see him sleeping here. And it kind of tells you what the other Pokemon think about Mew. I mean, they all seem to know that he's a pretty big deal. And finally, number 1, my favorite card from the Sword and Shield era. We have the Aerodactyl V from Lost Origins. Again, you can see all the different Pokemon in the background here. I love this card because not only does Aerodactyl look really cool, but you can really kind of see how the prehistoric Pokemon world used to look here. You got the volcano in the background. You got all these different prehistoric Pokemon hanging out and eating and playing around and swimming and stuff. I mean, there's so much to see in this card. I mean, it's fun just to go through the card and count all the different Pokemon you can see in it because they hit a lot of the prehistoric Pokemon. Not every single one's there, I don't think, but most of them are. So, you know, you don't really get to see too many cards that look into the prehistoric past of Pokemon. This one really hits the number for that, so it's one of my favorites. Anyways, that's my top 10 for Sword and Shield. Thanks for watching. If you like what you watch, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more stuff like this. Thanks again.